YouTube. Hey, YouTube. I'm just gonna wait for a few more minutes. Hey, YouTube. Oh, hey, y'all. Give me a thumbs up as you enter the room. Okay, I'm gonna start in a few minutes. All right. Guess what I bought today? Guess. I already told Erica. Erica knows. Hey, your pleasure. You were dozing off. You said you was going to sleep. I just got through eating my public sandwich. All right, Erica, you know what I bought. And girl, I'm gonna share with the world. Well, YouTube family. So anyway, if anybody caught my short little video earlier today, the video entitled Goodbye Kia Optima 2013 XXL. SXL. So let me see. I sent it to myself. So let me go ahead and see if I could share my screen. I want to know. So da 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 da. Let me share what I bought and tell y'all the story. Da da! Look what I bought. I bought me a new car today for my birthday slash Christmas slash I deserve it in life. So this is what I bought today, y'all. It is a 2020 Nissan Rogue S for sport. Boy, let me tell you. Now I try to share with y'all my experience. So after final thought, and I've sold the Kia. Yep. As you saw in my other previous video, I was at Toyota Stone Mountain and Nissan. I was there yesterday and then I went back today and sold the Kia Optima. Now, boy, let me tell you, it was an experience. I could tell you that. Now, of course, after 2 years of fighting with Kia, dealing with all the, thank you, dealing with all the headaches and the major recall. Now, my car, like I said, I had to make a decision. I was like, number one, the main reason was that do I feel like staying in the relationship having to go to Kia when every time something needs to be done or something happens that I have to deal with that rude, nasty attitude? And the fact of the matter is this, um, I just couldn't keep it. I just couldn't keep it. Now, y'all saw the other video. Now, it was some good moments and sharing my experiences with doing all the um, Uber Eats and Grubhub and all the gig work that I've been doing and the hustle and grind. It served a purpose. It really did. But anyway, after having to fight with them about there was an issue with the engine and then they finally fessed up and so basically this car was 23,000 exactly. And let me tell you, now Erica, you know the story, but everybody else don't know it. So yesterday I went to Toyota in Stone Mountain, and before that I did the Kelly Blue Book, and filled out questionnaires, and then they tell you how much your car is worth and this and that or whatever. So the minute you go with things like that, everybody wants to call you under the world. Every car dealer wants to call you. You're looking to buy your car. You're looking to buy another car, and da 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 da. And it was like the second I must have submitted it. Now, it of course it goes automatically to all the salespeople and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. So y'all know I told y'all the day before, a couple days prior, that I was gonna see who I'm gonna get the best deal, and I'm not really looking to get another car because most of the time I'll be working from home, and I don't really drive a whole lot, you know. But it's good to know that if I wanted to go to South Carolina, travel, I have a reliable vehicle now. Erica, you made a good point to me last night about it, and treat myself. And two, the original car, it was similar to this, but it was a 2019. So last night, after when I went to Toyota first, I didn't buy this at Toyota, I bought this at Nissan. And I walk up in there, the person at Toyota, first of all, the lady who called me, she was supposed to be one of the specialists, it goes about the appraisal and things like that. So she wasn't there. So this older black guy, he helped me. And they already had all the information in the system. Then he said, "Oh, let me speak to my boss." So he goes to his manager or whomever, and they coming back to me about $1,000. I was like, $1,000. I'm like, the motor alone was as I said, it's a brand new motor. I said that car has 135,000 miles on it. Under 135, just quite not at 135, but it was like 134 and whatever, right? So I was like, mm. And then I said, well, we see we could work with you if you're interested in buying a car. And I said, I don't know. I said, I'm not looking to get a car. I want an SUV at this point. And I told him, I want like a black. I told him what I wanted. And I said, y'all have a whole lot of cars in this lot. I didn't see a whole lot of SUVs. So anyway, so he comes back, not the salesperson, but I guess he was to be the manager or whomever he was. He comes back and he's talking about, well, we could do 2,000. I said, no. I went to at the Kelly Blue Book. They gave me a range of how much my car was worth, and even I'm like, mm. So, well, then he asked me what I wanted. I said $5,000 because, to be honest, the bumper was broken. It wasn't like damaged, but it probably would have needed a brand new bumper in the front. So that's a bumper like that would have been what, maybe $800 or whatever. And then the wheels, it was at those premium wheels, so it was scratched up. So I said, okay. So I figure with the seat being torn, the the car had cosmetic issues. I figured, okay, $1,200, maybe the most, to recondition the car. To really bring it up to um caliber in terms of cosmetic work. Fix the bumper. Then the valance was missing, so you know, to, that was what, 1,200. So I figured, okay, it's about $1,500 worth of cosmetic work that need to be done. You know, the scratches, minor scratches, the bumper, the valance. And then when I tried to open up the sunroom in the Kia, that was stuck. So it was kind of like had its wear and tear. So anyway, so I was like, nope. So he says, no, he can't do that. I said, okay, thank you. I said, maybe I will come to y'all when y'all service my Toyota 2002 for oil change or something. So I walked off. I left. I said, nope. I know exactly what I know exactly what I wanted to get, the value, whatever. So I left. So um so I went to, I was gonna go home at that point. And then I said, for some reason, I went, turned around, went to the gas station, got some gas, turned around, and then I said, you know what? Let me go out of curiosity to see Nissan. I told Stone Mountain Nissan. So I went up in there. There was this Indian guy, and I was speaking to him, and I told him I just wanted my car appraised, and he was like, "Well, are you looking to buy another car? Blah blah blah, and this, that, or whatever." And I said, "No, not really." I said, "Well, it depends what kind of deal I'm gonna get." So after that, he passes me on to a black guy, this other salesperson. I was like, why he just passed me along to somebody else or whatever? I don't know if he was a salesperson or whatever position he was. So I was in that thing about 5 o'clock. Oh, hold on for a second, y'all. 1 second. I want to know. All right, I'm back. So after that, I dropped by the Nissan in Stone Mountain, and I went in there just, curiosity, really. And when I went there, I think I was there around 3, 4. It might have been around 5 o'clock, something like that. I was in there for a minute, so I get in there, and Then I'm talking to this Indian guy, and he's going on about, well, um, about retail and this price and all that stuff. He ain't really talking about in terms about the deals. You know, so I was telling him about my experiences I had with Kia and what I was looking for in a car and all the stuff that was going on with Kia and how I went and there was different offers with the Kelly Blue Book value and my negotiation in terms of what I want to get, what I was going to get if I sell this car. And I said I was looking to get rid of the car, but I'm not really looking for a car. It just depends on what, what kind of deal I would get. So he basically was kind of like, I guess either one, he didn't feel I was going to buy anything, or he was working with another customer and passed me along to this other guy. So the other guy, he real nice and stuff, and um he was telling me about what he was looking for to get, and I said, well, I don't want another car. I said I would be interested in like a SUV. I said I've never driven an SUV. I'm not looking to spend a whole bunch of money because I said I work from home and I don't do a whole lot of driving. And I said I already have a Toyota Corolla that's 2002 that's still running, you know? And I told him I didn't want no mess in terms of with Kia. I said I'm not looking for nothing with no turbo, nothing. I said it was too many problems with turbo and all these I'm not looking, I wasn't going for all that. And I said I didn't like, you know, poor service, customer service. And I told him what happened with Kia and all the way they've been acting up and acting a fool. But that's another story altogether. I tell you that. So he says, well, let's go and look around and see what kind did you like. And, so I was looking at 2019 and he showed me the Kick. It's a Nissan Kick and it was like a blue, a gray color, and then the Rogue. And he showed me a 2019 Rogue. So I was like, okay. So I didn't drive it at first. I didn't test drive it at first. I said, let me see how it feels sitting in, being a passenger. See how it feels and stuff. So, basically, you drive around the block or whatever. And I was like, I don't know. So I said, let me see something else. So then I saw the Kick. Then the Kick was thank you, DJ World. You gotta have to come along with me and do a spin along. So then we go back to the office. Then here they come. This is the negotiations when it comes into play. So they coming back. Oh, we give you 2,000. I said 2,000. I said I might as well go back to Toyota across the street. At least they said they would offer me way more than that. But when I wanted 5,000, they were talking about, oh, we give you 3,000. So I said, nope, no. Then he was like, well, and then this is when the prices came into play. So he would say, well, we got 13,000 miles, 2019. It's a basic Rogue. Now it had the safety features and stuff, and so we going back and forth. So I'm on my phone, and I was like, well, Geico, they have a shopper buying app on Geico with True Value. So I'm looking up the True Value. I said, well, according to this, I said, mm-mm. I said, no, nope. I agree on the price. So we going back and forth with the price, right? Then it's gone. I was like hungry at that point. You want to get something for Chick-fil-A? We could order you dinner. And I said, no, I'm ready to go home. And at that point, it was going on like 7:30. And I said, we going back pushing the envelope with the final number. So he was like, I could give you 12,500, $12,500 walking out the door. That's what he said, walking out the door, right? And I was like, for 2019. And they said, oh, so let's go ahead and run your credit. Now, he ran my credit. My credit score is like 720, right? And I said, well, I don't like to sign paperwork. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go home. I've been here long enough. So I walk away. I said, okay, this is it. 12. So this morning I wake up. I get all these damn calls from Toyota of Union City, Gwinnett Place Nissan, Sutherland Nissan, the one in Conyers. It's like five different car dealerships from Nissan calling me on the phone all this morning. It wasn't even 10 o'clock yet. One person called me, some Indian guy calling me. I'm asking him questions. Well, you every car is going to be different. I've said and he telling me all this circles going around in a circle. Not even. I'm asking you a question, and I said, what is the bottom number in terms of what you got it, what you have to offer? He calling me. Um, well, it's what he keep asking me what I want in features. What I want in features. I said, stop asking me about features. I already told you I wanted a. If you have a black Rogue 2019, 2010, and I want what's the end number? Well, it depends, and it just all depends. What do you have on the price listed? I already went online last when I got home. I already went online at Nissan.com, went online and saw all these different prices in cars, right? So he going around a circle, and I'm asking questions and things about, you know, um, mileage, price, features, how much is this going to be? Meanwhile, I'm looking at, you know, then he hangs up in my face, right? I said, first of all, you woke me up bugging me. And then when I'm asking you questions, you just going to hang up. So I called right back. I said, I don't know who I spoke to. It was sound like some young Indian guy. And I'm asking questions, and he come disturbing me, bugging me, and when I was asking questions, you just gonna hang up in my face. And I said, I don't appreciate that. Y'all keep calling me all this, it wasn't even 9 o'clock yet. Calling me, having blown up my phone and everything else. And I'm sitting online, and you telling me um I'm asking questions, and he's going, not even answering the question. Not even answering the question. Well, I apologize. What can I do to help you? This, that, or whatever. And I said that I already went through um well, thank you, Hardin. But let me tell you, I'm gonna get to the juicy part of the story. So after that person hung up, I'm speaking to another salesperson, and I said, well, I want to know what is a 2020 Rogue and what you got in terms of your lot. We got a lot to choose from. We got clean cars. We got this. We got a car that's 30,000 miles, and it costs 23. What did he tell me? 30,000 miles for 20,000 something. I said no. That's a little bit too much miles for that price. I said no. Mm-mm. I said and I didn't even bring up about the trading for the Kia yet. I said no. That's a bit too much. And then I said no. Mm-mm. I said, what other specials and deals y'all got? So, well, it depends. Everybody got that. It depends. And you could come on down. We could make an appointment because of the COVID, and and you could come on, and I'll text you and let me know when you come in, and we could work out a deal. Then Union City calls me. Union City Toyota calls me. I put the figures in the black book. The Kelly, it's a black book, and it is Kelly blue book value. So here they come talking. Well, we got one for 19,800 dollars. That didn't include no tax, no nothing. Well, I said, what's the bottom line? What's the final number? That's what I need to know. You know. Then they was like, well, I don't know. It depends. Let me ask my manager. They call you back. This, that, or whatever, right? So at that point, when they was talking about a 19 19.8 or whatever, and it wasn't even a 2020, or was it? Well, whatever it was. So after that, I get a call from Sutherland Nissan and Buford. I was like, and coming. I must have got about 10 calls from 10 different dealerships all through Georgia and Milano. I said, nope, I ain't going that far. I said, that's way too far. They talking about past Buford. Remember I told you about the lake incident, Lake Lanier with the boat incident? It was way out there. Past that, I was like, no, I ain't going that far out. So I asked, so after that, I was like, I'm getting 19 whatever for, no, 20,000 for a same 2019 at Toyota. Not Toyota, at Nissan in Stone Mountain. So here come the salesperson, just as on the dot. He calls me at 12 noon. Somebody from um, Nissan Stone Mountain, a lady called me. And I said, I already was working with a salesperson, Darwin or whatever, right? And she says, okay, well, I said, well, why have you on the phone? Because she worked at the same dealership. I said, I got an offer for 2020 for the same price that what's the name was telling me about last night. And I want to know what the difference is, and why is it that a 2020 price was quoted for 2019 and it was a basic model. So he said, well, okay, well, I'll call you back. See, she never called me back. Never called me back, because at that point she figured she wasn't getting the sale because she wasn't a salesperson. And so since Darwin, his name was already on it or whatever, then he says, let me work out the numbers for you and see what we could do, blah, 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 blah. Right. So at that point, I wasn't going to go to Gwinnett County. I wasn't going to go to Gwinnett Nissan. I wasn't going to go to Conyers. I wasn't going to go to Buford. I wasn't going all over the place. Sutherland Nissan. They calling me on the phone and I'm getting prices and stuff. So I called, when the salesperson called me, I said, I gotten a way number of calls from people telling me, willing to offer me 20,000 something for a 2020. And he said, well, what can we do to close the sale? What we could do to close the sale? I said, give it to me for 18,500 for the same thing we talked about last night. So I get there. I go there, drove my Kia to the Stone Mountain up the street. So when I get there, he gonna tell me he sold the 2019 car. He sold it to someone else this morning. I said, you sold the car that we worked on and the deal's going back and forth? I said, well, what else you gonna offer me? Because then this 2020 had 9,332 miles. Guess how much I paid for it, y'all? I got it for, let me tell you first. I got the email from Union City, right? The girl was like, I spoke to my manager and he said you could get it for 21,000 something something out the door for 2020. It had 10,000 and it had 10,000 something miles, right? So I'm sitting there, read the email that I just got from Union City, and I said, okay, you already sold in 2019. I told you should have got it last night. I said, nope. So I said, what else you got to offer me that I want in black? Well, we got a 2020, and he gave it to me, and I was looking. I already got the email from Union City. Union City was higher, and they offered it to me for 21,300 something dollars, and it had only 9,300 something miles. So the original deal was a 2019 basic. It still had the safety features and stuff, and it was 13,000 plus miles, 13,800 something miles. And then it had and then it was still 220,005. So I end up getting a 2020 certified used car. Now I didn't know. Now I'm gonna do another video to educate about all the experience of buying a car. Because let me tell you, If you want to take me along to negotiate a car, take me along because I could guide you along. I could truly guide anyone how to purchase a car because not only did I get my offer that I got for my Kia, I also had it taken off the back end, the tax. Then when we went to the financing department, and thanks to Erica, she said, make sure you ask about the rebate. Then they gave me the certified, they certified this car, certified used, meaning that I have 100,000 miles warranty and it had a 7 year warranty with 100,000 miles with bumper to bumper coverage from everything. So when they say when they say certified used car, you have to make sure when you go and purchase a car that they certify it used because basically it's like going back to as if it was new and certifying it as if it was a new car in terms of coverage. Now, I didn't have all the paperwork to tell y'all all the things that is included with it, but you want to that's why I keep telling, and I always saying to myself, oh, I want to buy a new car, da 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 da. I don't want no troubles, I don't want no problems. But if you get a car, say it's 2020 now, it's considered used because this car was leased, so it only had that very few little miles, and it was one owner, someone leased it, and I guess they wanted something else or whatever the case may be. But make sure that when you go to a dealership or any place that they do certified used cars. There's a difference between used cars and certified used cars, which I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't understand what they meant by that. But they said that if anything happens to the car or if it comes back and um, say there was something wrong, and whatever I paid for it, they would owe me and pay my money back. So if they find something wrong and say you purchase a car and it turned around, there was like a false odometer readings or the car was in some kind of flood and something was to go wrong and something was to go wrong like that and they deemed that something was wrong, they, you entitled to all your money back. So there's a lot of reasons. I know a lot of people say don't go to no dealership because you get ripped off and you don't get no deal, da 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 da. But if you learn to walk away and get what you want, and I'm gonna get what I want because see, there's some salespeople they be trying to be nice. Oh, let's go and buy you dinner. Oh, we're gonna be they be so nice and so cordial and you know and rather than talking business, you have to say, nope, I don't want that price. Nope, could get lower, 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 lower. Man, we pushed that envelope so many times. I was like, nope, because I was, mm-mm. So not only is my monthly car note payment, and I said, no, we're not negotiating what I want to pay per month. Let's talk about the end number first. Now, of course, it was a little bit higher when you talk because when you go to the finance department, that's when they started telling you um, the gap insurance. Of course, I got that. That was like $479. So I said, okay, I'll get the gap insurance. It's always good to get a gap insurance when you buy a car, whether it be a used, certified, new. Always get that gap insurance because something happened and you owe up the difference on the loan. And then it was, of course, I got the rebate from Nissan, and then I got it considered to be certified. And what else I got? I didn't get the free oil change for life or 6 months oil change, but I did get one free oil change. And then I got 3 months of Sirius radio, but Sirius radio is not that expensive. And yep, pretty much that's what I walked out the deal with. And my car insurance is only 300. What was that car insurance? My car insurance is only for two cars. What they told me. The Kia, not the Kia, the Nissan in the Corolla with insurance, and my insurance is only 280 a month. 250 a month. This car is fully covered top to bottom with the $500 deductible. Um, 20 days for um roast. If I had to say I had to turn, the car need to get fixed or whatever, which it won't, then you know, how you get the free rental and all that stuff and a $500 deductible. So anything happen, that's it. So, and my monthly car note payment, which starts in January 15th, my monthly car payment is $380. What is it? Yep, 380 something a month. No, 420 a month. Let me take that back. It is no, it's not even that. It's so dang low. I can't even remember what they told me. No, it was 380 something. That's what it was. I was trying to round up. It's 380 something a month. And I said, well, shoot. And they said there's no penalty to pay it off early. And remember, Dijon, I talked to you one time a few years ago. I said, you better go and get a car. Don't go and lease no dang Kia. Don't lease, I mean, Kia. Don't lease no thing with no Uber and Lyft. Because a lot of people are doing leasing and stuff. And I was like, why would I want to pay eight, nine, $1,000 to lease or something you would never get? So, mm-mm. And I didn't put no money down either. That's another thing. The only thing I had to trade in with the Kia. That was it. I only put the trade in. I only did the trade in. I didn't had no money down. And when I hear people say, "Oh, I had to put," they asked me to put $1,000 down and da da da. No, you do not. You do not have to put no money down on no dang car. Now, they were trying to the salesperson was like, "Well, you put some money down." I said, "No, no, we ain't put no money down. You see that trading and that's what y'all getting. The car was dirty and everything. I didn't even try to wash the car, nothing, because they said it didn't make a difference. It did not make a difference. You know. Now, I'm quite sure if I had went out there and fixed that bumper at Kia and fixed the whatever the cosmetic damage and stuff, I figured, you know what? Let them fix it. They're gonna. I said, what y'all gonna do with this Kia? They said they either gonna trade it or they either gonna go to an auction and sell it at auction, or it'll be sold on the black market. So somebody's gonna put about $2,000. They're gonna put a brand new bumper in the front and fix the little dings and the upholstery in the seat, and that's it. That's pretty much it. And so if you ever see a XXL 2013 model driving around Atlanta, it might be my poor baby in somebody else's hands. But and I had a little bit of separation anxiety at first because I did a lot with that car. Driving around doing Uber, all my YouTube videos was filmed in the car. All those crazy customers I had sitting in the back seat. Ooh, this is comfortable. Ooh, I like this. You know, I ain't gonna dog the car out too bad because it did do me good. It really did. Did they offer you a referral fee? Sometimes if you no, they ain't mentioned that. No, they ain't mentioned that because I found out that Nissan in Stone Mountain was bought out by somebody else in November. Somebody else, they said it was a new company bought it out back in November, but so they pretty much going through a lot of changes or something. Besides, when they give you that referral fee, $500 or 600, that's tax. I ain't trying to get. I mean, like I said, if somebody decides They want to I'm gonna call my salesperson because see, I know they're gonna call me and ask me to do a survey. So they'll send you a little thank you for shopping with us, and if you know anybody, they'll tell me. Trust me, they will tell me. Sure enough, if there's, I'm quite sure they have a referral fee. I'm quite sure they do. But my learning experience, well, not learning experience. My advice to people, particularly women, is that if you interested in buying a car and you have a trade in, don't settle for the first thing they tell you. If you got to push that envelope 5 times and say no, say no. And then let me tell you what Toyota got the nerve. Toyota, the one that told me $1,000. Oh, we made a mistake. 2,000. Can you give me five? No. And I walked out the door. Who got the nerve to call me a few hours ago? Now the older salesman, I could tell he was Jamaican, older man. He was like, "What can I do to help your business?" I felt sorry for him because I said no. I'm sorry, but I don't go back. And I said no. I already got something else. And what did we give you? I didn't even tell him I bought another car from somewhere else. I said no. I said, when your manager, he walked off, no, he can't do that. He just walk off like that. They act like I was asking for $50,000. That's what they were acting like. They were acting like, mm-mm. So I said, okay, see you. And I'm about to kiss Kia's ass with that rude salesperson up there in Lithonia. I'm about to kiss their ass. I'm about to kick their ass too. I should drive by up there and put my finger up. Look what I got. But I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do it. I may go over there I might go over there just to have a reason to go over there and ask them, can you give me all my records that I printed that all my I should go up there just to ask for that. Pull up in my dang new car and dent it there and then let them come. Well, how can we help you? No, y'all can't help me. Nope. Just to ask them for the record. And then the good thing about all of that is this class action suit. Because now that I sold the car, I actually could get the $1,000 that Kia owes me in the sale of that car, not the one I got from the dealership, but the other thing, which was the sale. Is two things that I could claim with the class action suit. One, the repairs that was associated with that lamp coming on with my receipts that I paid for, the 500 something from the other place that told me something was wrong with the engine in the first place and did diagnostic. I'm gonna get my money back for that. And I'm also gonna get the money that I paid a few months ago when the light came on. I'm gonna get for that too. So I still made out as a bandit. And for tax purposes, which I would talk about later on, because this car is going to be considered a business expense. So I could either take the whole thing that I paid for, even though I didn't pay it off yet, I could take the whole thing and write that off because of business and the loss and still make out as a bandit. That's why I said don't be afraid to invest and buy something. Don't settle for I'm gonna do Uber lease and I'm gonna do it, because look what happened to that. Look what happened to Uber lease and the Lyft leasing program. Who knew that corona was gonna come around and totally turn the ride sharing thing upside down? I mean, people still picking people up doing Lyft and Uber, but it ain't that many people um picking customers up. You hear people talk about it, but it's less than $1 a mile, and they all that noise in the back. So so it's like people are not really using. I need to call Lyft. I need to do Uber. They ain't busy like that. maybe people in town and been, in town around Atlanta, because the person who was the white guy who was the finance manager, he lived out in Howard Mill off of 75. Anybody knows about Atlanta? He lives like midtown and stuff and had a townhouse. And he said he was in a hospital last month and he had called to do Uber Eats. And he said the food came cold, and he said he would take Uber. We know he go out to the bars and stuff like that. Do we deduct the cost of our vehicle on our Schedule C in April? Yep, you sure can. You sure could. You could deduct the whole thing. I told someone I helped one of my subscribers. I haven't seen him in a minute. I did his taxes a couple years ago. Him and his wife, and he got that. He had bought a car. I think it was used, and he was getting SSI and Social Security, but he was doing Uber Eats and all the food deliveries and stuff, and he was gonna owe a good sum of money. But I said, did you have anything? Did you So I said, how much did you pay for the car? So the whole thing was a you could deduct because it was considered business. See, this car, I have the Corolla. Both of the cars gonna be because I don't. It's not a leisure car. If even if I do for business, the fact that even if I'm going to do my little stuff around it or whatever, yep, you sure can. Because the rule is like people who were see they was given the tax credit if you bought a hybrid or those electric cars. Like if someone bought like an electric car, was it electric or hybrid? I don't know. One of those energy efficient cars or whatever. They was giving people up to 15,000 15,000 or 212. I have to look it up. I can't remember. But you was given a tax credit. It was a refundable credit. So if you bought a car like that, they gave people credit because see they was trying to stimulate people of buying cars. So if they say, oh, did you buy a brand new car? How much did you pay for? You could, you got it either reduced your tax or it was a refundable credit. But either way, it was still money back in your pocket. So, and then as a business expense, cause it's just okay. It's just look at it like this: you your own independent person driving, and you using your car to do whatever Uber Eats, Grubhub, food delivery, whatever it is, doing survey or going to different stores and merchandise, whatever it is, and your vehicle is used for that type of business purpose, it's part of your operating expenses. You know, it's part of your operating expenses. So that's why I was saying to people, why give all these tax breaks to Uber and Lyft and they thinking they doing things for people. Oh, go ahead, go and lease a car and stuff. It ain't that. I mean, you could take the lease that you spend in the lease and stuff, but it's way you spending way more in the long run up front than what you could actually take off for tax purposes. So that's my reasoning. I said if they're only gonna give you so many a small percentage of it, why would you choose that? That's why it never worked in the first place. It never worked in the first place. I was like, nah. I said no. I said I don't like that deal. I said if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna lease a car for your own sake, at least lease it on your own. Don't go to Uber and Lyft to lease it. I never thought that was a good idea. Anyway, when I first heard that and I heard people was doing that, I said no. Well, you ain't putting wear and tear on your own car, and um, at least They gonna take care of the maintenance. I said, how much maintenance is there to do? You rotate tires and you change oil. You know, I don't care what nobody say. I never did. And I always had my reasoning when it was all said and done. I said you could lease the car yourself. If you wanted, if you don't have to go. Well, I'm not going to pay almost eight, nine, $1,000 to lease it just to turn around. You put all that money in the car that depreciated, and then they say, "Oh, you want to buy the car outright? Give us $3,000." Y'all crazy? $5,000. You paid in the lease all that months just to turn around to give them more money, and then the car's not even worth with all those mileage. Because the first thing they asked me was, "Is this a lease or something?" Yeah, did it was this a did you lease the car or something like that? Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. It ain't. Thank you. Your pleasure. So to me, and I was asking them about the economy. I said, well, how about this downsized economy? Are a lot of people buying cars? And they said, to be honest, the finance person, he was a white guy too. He said, at least maybe in Georgia is pretty good. I mean, not in terms of like jobs and stuff, but he said they said it seems pretty good. They said they had the greatest sales ever. I think a lot of people are buying used cars, and you know, I think with the deals that's going on, I think that if someone was in the market of buying something, you could buy a pretty good decent price, but you got to really know how to stand firm, stand firm and learn how to walk away. Cause see, he was trying to get me in there last night. See, if you did it last night, you would have been fit. I said no, we wouldn't, cause we would have been out of here at 10 o'clock at night. It took all that time for me to do the paperwork today. I said, ain't no way. You think it was? I mean, I was like, no, 7:30, and ain't, nope. I was not trying to do all that. Stay up there all night. And I said, no, let me go. I'm going to bed. Let me go home. And luckily, and not even luck, I would have never got this great deal if I had drove off with that 2019. I said, no, I can't see nothing in no dark. you know? Mm-mm. I said, nope, I'll wait. And then lo and behold, somebody else got that car and got it at a lower price. No, I don't. I'm not getting no puppy. Cause see, that dog ain't going no one in that car. No, no, Erica, no. Now they'll drive around in the Corolla. I'll let them do that. But they ain't going in my brand new car. I ain't letting those cats in there either. So wherever they at, I haven't seen them in the last couple of days. I don't know where the hell they at. They'll come back. But they better not. I know one thing, they better not be on top of that car. If they know what I know, let them be on top of that damn car. Matter of fact, I'm going to clean out my garage. I didn't even go to clean out the garage tonight, Erica. I said I was going to clean it out tonight. I'm going to clean my garage out tomorrow over the weekend so the cars can now have a home and be parked. You see the neighbor's car in the background, the next yard over? I think he had a company car for a minute until he retired. I'm not sure if he bought that car. Put it this way, they're gonna be nosy because when they come out, hey Teresa, I see you got a brand new car. Watch the neighbor across the street gonna say something, and the ones on the side, hey, you got it. That's a nice car. What kind is it? They gonna know. People gonna say, oh, she bought a new car. Cause when I bought that Kia, and I had the Corolla, I was getting notes on the window asking me if I was gonna sell the Corolla. I need a cash car because they saw that I had a brand new Kia in the I had a brand new Kia because you know how you get the new license plate and stuff. So I know somebody's gonna put a note on that door again on that one. Are you gonna get? Oh, I saw you got a new car. Are you gonna sell the Corolla? Because they're gonna want to buy that Corolla because they thinking, oh, she got a new car. I need me a cash car. I don't want to run my car down. They're gonna ask me watch. 'Cause they did that. I had notes on my window asking me if I was gonna sell the Corolla, if I was interested in selling it. And when I did want to sell it, nobody want to buy it because it was like, little cosmetic issues. But no, I'm gonna keep that Corolla. If I do anything with it, I'll give it to somebody. If I was really like say nope, I would just give it to someone. But I ain't planning on running no cars to the ground. I'm like, no way. But I'm so happy. Now I need a name for it. I didn't even give a name for the Kia. When I said my little goodbyes, I said, you know what? I never gave you a name. And I called it Diamond. It's different. I could tell you that. And let me tell you, um, it's pretty. If you saw the video when did I download that video yet? I showed y'all the inside of it. I like it. It's not big. It's not small. It's just right, and I like the way it feels. It drives just like a car. Cause that was my main concern. I was like, do I want to be that high up? But it's pretty good. It's like, and then it got that feature like if you ever go out of lane, it'll beep and say you out of lane and stuff. And the insurance, it was excellent. When I called Geico and stuff, all those safety features and stuff it had, that is a good thing. I didn't want the leather. I said I don't want leather because when it start getting hot, then that leather's gonna start to crack, and it's easy to clean. It'll be easy to clean. So, oh, you love Nissans? Well, Hardy, how can you ain't never told me about it? All the time when I was talking about cars, you never recommended Nissan. Yeah, I saw. I like the Nissans. I don't know why I never crossed my mind about it. But I glad I did stop by Nissan. And I know one thing, like I said, as much as I like that Kia Optima at first, well, you know what? I did like the Kias. It's just that with all those issues and recalls they had from the 2012 to 2016, and I just couldn't take a chance. And then the thing about it, I didn't feel like dealing with Kia at the dealership with them no more. If the lifetime warranty on the motor, and then if this happened, I gotta go over there and stuff. I didn't like that at all. You know, that was the main thing. And then um the car just didn't have that power. It's just like I said, no. You know, I mean, a lot of cars had recall issues and stuff, but for it not to last as long as it did, 8 years, and then 2 of the years was problems. Like I said, the Kia was for a good year, it was not even driven for a minute. After I stopped doing ride sharing, I just bought a brand new 2020 Nissan Altima about 3 weeks ago. What? Really? Oh, see, you need to show me. I want to see how much did your 2020 Nissan Altima go for? Because my sister, she had a Nissan Altima, not 2020, but a few years ago, she had an Altima, and I doubt that she really did maintenance on it. I really did. But she let somebody suckered her into selling that Nissan. She bought an Altima and then went to a Maxima or Maxima to an Alta. Then she got a Lexus. Then she went and got a Lexus, but when she got rid of that Maxima, it was nothing wrong with that Maxima. It needed something that was kind of small, but somehow or another someone told her something, and all they did was fixed it. And then she said she sworn that someone was driving the car around Houston or something. I don't know. I like the cars too, trust me. But like I said, I already had a car. I said, you know what? I want something different. I knew I wanted something black. I remember I said, if I buy me another car, I want to give me an SUV. It's gonna be black on black. Everybody's blessed. See, now I could go to Florida. Now I could go to South Carolina. I don't think I'm gonna go to New York. I don't think I'll drive all the way to New York in this. See, I could go regional trips and just. It don't got no sunroom. It don't need no sunroom. It could be 5 people in the car. If it's 5 people, and it's roomy too, I may have somebody drive it just for me to sit in the back seat. I say, okay, y'all drive and me sit in the back, and I can stretch out. Okay, I need a name. I did give the Kia a name before I said goodbye to it. I call it what I called it, White Pearl. No, I called it Diamond because it's supposed to have diamond. The white, it wasn't white, but it had diamond. So I said, all right, bye, Diamond. I said, I hope you whoever buys you, the next owner would treat you. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun, but I am not doing Uber. I'm not doing Lyft. No, I'm not doing food deliveries. Nothing. Ain't nothing going in this car doing no kind of gig work jobs unless I'm doing maybe survey and I'm just driving around, but it's gonna be a leisure car. You have to decide it if it's a boy or girl. I'm gonna call it Black Panther. That's what I should call it. And it's a sport one too. This is a sport edition. No, it's sport. They said it's S. So I could turn on the sport or I could keep it as an economy. Yeah, but what would I call the Corolla though? I ain't gave the Corolla a name. I think I'm gonna call this car Black Panther. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it Black Panther because it's black and black, and it's a shiny black too. Don't let the glossy look into it. It's a real shiny. They call it midnight black. That's what they said their color black was. It was a midnight black. So I'm gonna call it Black Panther. I should buy that what's that thing, that infomercial that me and David used to sell all the time? That little polished thing. So who's gonna be the first person that's gonna ride along with me? You gotta be in Atlanta because I ain't going all the way around the world. Not yet. Erica, you gonna ride? One day we just go somewhere just to be riding somewhere. Too bad Avon wasn't here. I would have took her along and went hunting for a car. She could have rode along. Well, let me know, Erica. I sure hope next year, 2021, that things start. They ain't gonna go back to normal, but I could go to Florida and just, cause I ain't trying to put a whole bunch of miles at one time. Just trips, little leisure trips. Sit back, just go back and relax. But anyways, anybody need some consultation and you want to know how to negotiate and buying a car and what things mean, I'll share it. My experiences, you know, I'll share my experiences with y'all. You work on weekends, and that's my only time away from work. Well, I'm supposed to get off at I asked to change my schedule. I get off at um. What time I get off? I was supposed to get off at 4:30, but I get off at 4:30, 5 o'clock, or something like that. Unless I'm doing my other, I'm supposed to be doing my other gig job with the Harry and David. I didn't do it tonight. I missed it. I was like, God dang it. So, but I ain't gonna be working all around the clock like that. But it depends. I'm trying to see what kind of shift bids they gonna have when they come up again, and if they do that. Not to say that I want to work Monday through Friday, but I always have choices. I guess I don't know what they're gonna do with Wayfair in terms of shift bids and stuff and how that's gonna go. I think next time if they do a shift bid, I may choose. You already gave me my gift, and you know what? I need to buy my sneakers and stuff with my Cash App gifts that I've gotten. I didn't even gone to do that because I don't think people shopping like I don't think people are shopping like um for Christmas like that. I don't know. I got told like someone was telling me was talking today before they said you could cancel overtime because it wasn't busy and they had me I was going to supposed to be do OT emails all day. I'm turning around. They told me I'm supposed to be on the phone all day. I said nope. I'll cancel it. Never mind. I'm not talking on the phone all day long for no overtime that's volunteering. So people been returning and asking for price adjustments on stuff that they bought and I think that people are either looking for deals, which I don't blame them, but I don't know. I just don't think people are buying a whole bunch of Christmas stuff. And they're talking about there might be some hope that they may try to pass some kind of stimulus, but I don't know. They're gonna try to pass some stimulus before the end of the year or the end of before December 26th. But what kind of stimulus can you possibly pass that people's going to catch up on the rent moratorium and all those other stuff? It's like the minute, I don't know, who knows? time is it? What? An hour and 10 minutes I've been on here. All right, y'all. But I just want to share y'all my surprise, and I'm gonna try to download some of the other videos that I think I got and tell y'all what happened. But don't let nobody tell you. I don't care what anybody say. Do not, do not let anyone tell you, oh, you gonna have to put some money down to buy a car. You do not. The worst of worst credits, you don't even have to put no money down. So don't nobody tell you that. That's all my advice is. I don't know, Harden, if you were told that or if you put money down, but um, the way how these car dealerships needing people to, they need to sell cars and stuff. You could really walk in there and pretty much get a nice car that you want and not be coming out um an arm and a leg. So no money down. No money down. Do not. If they talk about, oh, if you put down, that money down that you put down that people they be trying to get people to do, that money goes to the dealer, the salesperson. That's why they be like, oh, well, you put no money down. Nope, don't do it. That's money they get. You don't. There is no advantage of putting no money down. The only way you put money down, if you're gonna put money down on a car, then you put money down as you're gonna buy the car outright. That's when you put money down. If a car is 20,000 plus dollars, and you walk in there with, I'm ready to write a cashier's check for the whole thing. What's the final number? Here you go. Unless you Ti or one of those rappers or football players or not anybody who millions of dollars. Somebody who got millions and millions, and you buying your 16-year-old a birthday gift, and you know how they be getting these fancy cars. They be like, what? They 16? How they got a Porsche? Or something like that. And you're coming from one of those families that got money, and you could just write a check or a cashier's check or whatever. That's the only reason why you put the money down. You're gonna buy that car outright. You walk into the dealership, they putting a big ribbon on the car, they kissing your ass, and and they're like, oh, because they getting that money up front and ain't going through no fun. That's the only way. If you ain't in that position and you're not one of those people to do that, don't do it. Teresa ain't come from money, and I ain't rich. Not like that. Just put in your little trade in value and say, okay, here's the trade in value, and that's it. Other than that, mm-mm. When I hear people tell me, um, they asked me to put money down and I blah blah blah. That's what I was trying to tell a certain person. De jour, I was telling you that when in Carvana was like, "Oh, put money down." I'm like, "No, mm-mm." I said, you could work with a credit union and see if you could get financing with a credit union or a bank, a major bank, and whatever. There's always going to be something added on when you do the financing because they're going to say gap insurance and stuff, little stuff like that. Other than that, that's it. That is it. All right, y'all. It's 9:30. I'll come and talk to y'all tomorrow. But thank you for sharing my joy and experience. And if y'all want me to do a video about how I think one should buy a car, let me know. Give me a one if you think I should do that. So that I could you think I should do that. Do you think that me, my experience is buying a car and all the other things, you think it would help somebody else in terms of watching my videos? Not live stream videos, but more like short videos. Because trust and believe, I'm a talk like a talk like a dog to those nasty ass Kia in Lithonia. Mm. You know what? I ain't gonna be messing with them. They ain't even worth it no more. But trust and believe him, I'm not gonna voice my complaint though. Voice my complaint. Curse their butt out. I should have cursed them out. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. It's 10 of y'all, but I only see Erica, Hardin, Your Pleasure 721, Dijor. Who's I'm missing? There's a whole bunch of other people ain't on here, but y'all ain't saying nothing. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. All right, Erica, Hardin, Dijor, Your Pleasure. Who else I think will be on here? Maybe Lynn, maybe Dorian, um, Leslie, aka Avon, Jeremy 1 and 2, because there's two Jeremys. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. I'll probably come on tomorrow night, see what y'all up to. See y'all later.